Hi, John.
Hey, Dwight. How are you?
Thank you.
Of course. Let's see. Cell phone charger back there if you need one.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. Heading off to work or doing something fun today?
Nothing fun. Work.
Work.
Yeah. All day.
All day. The way the weather's been the last days, I'm like, I should just quit.
Seriously.
Yeah. What do you do for work?
Cook at 20. I'm a chef, actually.
Oh, a chef. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing that?
Huh?
How long have you been doing chef work?
20 years.
Oh, that's amazing. So do you actually get to design recipes and create them for the restaurant you work at?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
But it's not really that much of an extravagant restaurant. But you ever heard of
I have not. No.
it's in Old Town.
Okay.
Frank Sinatra used to go there all the time. It's a former speakeasy.
Oh, okay. All right. So is that kind of like speakeasy American style or
Yeah.
Italian style? Okay. Very cool.
American style.
Nice. All right. So are they like, I know some speakeasies around here, you have like the bar and then there's like a hidden door.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the gimmick at this one? How do you get into the speakeasy part?
There's a bunch of doors. There's a door that goes up to the apartments. There's a door that goes to the basement. There's a door that goes like towards the back. And it looks like the wall. It's weird.
Uh-huh. Ah, okay, and it looks like the wall, and
Yeah.
then there's like a cutaway, and you're like, dude,
Yeah.
that's what I love. That's Chicago. Like, that's what I love. It's like, this is illegal, but we're still going to do it. That's
they
Chicago.
called it back in the day Tea Lee soft drinks. Soft drinks, yeah, all right.
Yeah, right. I love that. Yeah, that's great. There's a ton of places. There's a speakeasy that just opened up over here. I live here in Edgewater, and it's like a barbecue spot.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I like a barbecue spot, but
Yeah.
what's it called?
I don't know. We're gonna drive by it. Let's see if we get the name. I forget what it's called. They just opened. I think Smoke is in the name, I want to say, but I don't remember what they're called. But they're right there on Broadway and Devon, like right
Okay.
there. Yeah. And so I've been for the barbecue. It's okay. I went end of day, and I know for the good stuff you want to go there earlier. Because if you smoke everything, the stuff that's left is usually be a little dry.
Right.
Have you worked for other restaurants other than
No.
Twin Anchor? Okay.
No.
That's it. So just this one. Just been a chef for 20 years here at this one.
Yep.
Oh, that's
It's a
cool.
family-owned restaurant. They treat me good.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Sometimes you can get family that doesn't treat you good, but you
Yeah.
know what I mean? So that's good. You get the nepotism, and it's like, this person's just doing this because their dad did it, and they're terrible at it, you know?
Yeah, they're passionate at it. So.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Yeah, my uncle, he passed away a couple years ago, but he was like a 4-star chef out in wine country. So he would work at Sonoma County, Napa Valley, and he would work there for like a ton of different restaurants, create recipes and do all that stuff. So cook. I love cooking, but it's I would never call myself a chef. I just like to make a mess in the kitchen. How'd you get into being a chef then?
I completely by accident. They actually sent me to the classes and to school and stuff for
Okay.
the family.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when I started, like, because a manager had quit, so I started running the kitchen.
Okay.
Back in like 18 years ago.
Oh wow, yeah, okay. And that's pretty cool. They actually invested in you and say,
Yeah.
hey, come try and do this. We think you can.
I was like, when I first started there, I was like 22.
Oh wow.
Now I'm 46.
Okay. Still a baby, but according to some.
No, according to some, I'm old.
It's the older I get, the younger I feel I am, but
Me
I'm
too.
not, you know?
I don't feel 46. I still like toys.
Yeah. See, exactly.
You know, like the stuff you try to get when you were a kid, but you couldn't. have.
Yeah.
I like drones and stuff like that.
Yeah. Now you got money. Now you can get it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah,
Games
for sure.
and-
Yeah, the video games, the toys, all of that stuff.
Look at those old Transformers.
Yeah.
Just
And
the
that's
collectible
and that, yeah, and like you hop on eBay and like here's that stuff I couldn't get when I
Right.
was 9. Now I can get it. So I'm gonna ask anybody. I'll just get it.
The
Yeah.
old 80s Transformers.
Oh man.
That wasn't that was the stuff right there.
See, yeah, I was born in the 80s, so I got the 90s ones were the ones that I loved,
Okay.
and then right the 90s the video games like the old Nintendo Entertainment and the
yeah.
Super Nintendo, like that was my generation of stuff. But it was the same thing. I got lucky. Some of the stuff that I had, like I still held on to. Like my parents,
really?
they sold a ton of it, without telling me, and then some of it they still had. So I was like, oh, this is cool. I still have some of the stuff. And now, like, you see the price, if you watch it, it'll shoot up.
Yep.
Like, right whenever that generation turns 30, that's when the price shoots up because they got money now. They can
buy it.
they'll
Yeah.
start buying them. Yep.
I don't know if you heard of anything. It was my era, which is like probably 10 years sooner before you. It was a girls show called Rainbow Brite.
Oh, Rainbow Brite. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah. My sister had the doll or whatever. I
Yeah, and they
remember.
had like that little caterpillar one thing too, right? The glow
Yeah,
worm or
yeah.
something like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That was a glowworm.
Yeah. Oh, that was just separate.
That was separate.
I thought they were related. That's hilarious.
No. I remember those two though.
Yeah, everything had that face, that like round.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I just thought these were all the same. That's hilarious. Okay.
Yeah, but she had it. She had one when she was a kid. I remember when I was a kid, I like tore the head off of it and threw it and hid it from her or something. And she found it and was devastated.
Of
So
course.
like recently, like maybe a year and a half ago, for Christmas or something like that, I was searching the internet for one of these things.
Yeah.
And I looked out on one that was used for about $300.
Wow.
And it was in good shape. It was in good condition.
Nice. Oh, that's awesome. And so you got that for her?
I got it for her, yeah.
Oh, wow. What was her reaction to it?
She loved it.
Yeah.
She loves it. Yeah.
Of course, yeah. That stuff we hold on to, you
Yeah.
know, our childhood, those little moments, those little memories. So Transformers, were you into like the G.I. Joe with the Kung
Yep.
Fu grip? Yeah.
Yep.
Who's
Actually,
your favorite G.I.?
more like the G.I. Joes, the little small little figures.
Yeah.
With
The Army Men ones or the
little action
the
figure
little
ones.
action ones were
Yeah.
like this big. Yeah, I remember.
They had the little rubber band in the middle.
They would swing on you. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. And then who's the other one I liked? He-Man.
He-Man, I loved He-Man too.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I played with a ton of those toys because...
And Thundercats.
Yeah, and the Thundercats. I mean, I had a ton of the Thundercats. That's the next one. I had a ton of those because when I was a kid, those toys were cheap at the flea market.
Okay.
Because everybody had, all those kids that generations were done with them. Their
Right.
parents were selling off their stuff.
Okay.
So I got to play with a lot of the 70s toys because they were 50 cents. So
Okay.
here you go, right? Because if you go to a toy store, everything's $6.99, $8.
Yeah, these were like 80s toys though.
Exactly. So I would get the 80s, 70s generation of toys
Gotcha.
because they were cheap. And so yeah, I got to play with a ton of those also. Obviously, I wanted the new
Yeah.
stuff, but it was like, I wasn't the one working, so
Exactly.
it wasn't my choice. Yeah.
Whoa.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I'm supposed to be going. Here we go. Yeah, it's nice. This thing lets you know, hey, you're going, hit the brakes.
Yeah.
Which is great. It makes it sound worse than it is, but
It's cool that it's there.
yeah, exactly. I'll take it. Eventually, these cars are going to be driving us,
Yeah, they already are.
right? I mean,
We're going to get more common.
exactly.
Yeah. G.I. Joe's my favorite one.
Yeah.
G.I. Joe was probably, I don't know, I had a lot of them.
Sure. I liked the ninja, like Snake Eyes.
Snake Eyes, yeah.
Yeah.
That was on the tip of my tongue right there. Snake Eyes.
Snake Eyes, yeah.
And Duke.
Duke, yeah, the main guy. Yeah, Duke was great.
And
Man.
I still have one somewhere in my house that was broken. Remember the Cobra twins?
Yes.
I have one of them.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, the twins. That's so great. Did you ever watch I remember G.I. Joe had some movies a little while ago. The Rise of of
those?
Cobra.
Yeah. I never watched those. They don't seem the same. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah, they were live action. It's just
Yeah.
not going to have the same hit.
now when the cartoons were out, the movie cartoons.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Those were great.
Those were great. And you had like they killed Duke.
Yeah, that that hit a lot of people. A lot of kids had that formative hit. That was like there was a ton of movies that were like that came out. Never Ending Story. There's like where was your generational trauma? What was the thing that got you as
Transformers a kid? 2, and they killed Optimus Prime.
Yep.
Optimus Prime died.
Yep. Yeah, they did that, and then that became a thing that they would start to do, and then of course they would bring him back.
Yeah, they would bring him back to life. Yeah.
Some other version, some other type of Optimus. Yeah.
Transformers movie, the recent ones, came out.
Yeah,
I was pretty surprised. It was pretty good to me. The first one was great.
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf and the
Camaro. After that,
yeah, I remember trying to watch him and just being like, I don't even know which robot to be rooting for. Like, I don't know who's on what side. I'm just seeing these robots fight, which looks cool on CG, but it's like hard to follow the plot of the movie.
Yeah, you're right. Y'all look kind of weird when they transform in a robot form.
Exactly.
Especially the Decepticons.
Exactly.
Optimus Prime, at least you know how,
Yeah. And he had they got a good voice. It sounded exactly like it did when I was a kid. So
yeah, it's the same guy.
Oh, really? I thought they just had no wonder. Okay,
same
that
guy.
Makes sense. Oh, that's cool. See, and now they're just about to put out a new Transformers, but it's the Beast Wars one, which is the one that I was watching when I was a kid.
Yeah, I remember that too.
Yeah.
Beast Wars. That's when they were like
Gorillas,
Optimus Primal.
Yeah, exactly.
Stuff like
Yeah, and I was able to get a ton of those toys when I was a kid, but like those were the ones that my parents were like, hey, these are gone. They're worth too much for you to keep. So.
Okay.
Yeah. That's how that went.
Optimus Primal was a gorilla or something.
Yep. Yeah, it was a gorilla. Yeah. Yeah, I had that one, and then Megatron was a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Okay.
Yeah, so the dinosaurs and lizards were the bad guys. So that's how they did it. And then, yeah, it was interesting. I think bugs were the bad guys too. Yeah. Yeah, there was a ton of them. It was interesting.
And back up in my generation of Transformers, they had also like the Dinobots.
Oh yeah, the Dinobots.
They were kind of dumb, but they were strong.
Yeah.
And remember the Combiners?
The Combiners. Oh yeah, because you could join them together.
Yeah.
They did that with Beast Wars, where you had 3 of them, and then they would make one big one. Yeah. And it had a whole different way to transform on top of the other ways. Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was cool. And like, what was it? Voltron was it? I don't know if you watched that with
Voltron.
the
I remember.
cats.
I never really had those, but that was like before me. But but it was still like when I started watching the cartoon, it was still like the toys were expensive still.
Exactly.
That was like more late 70s or something like that.
Yeah, and that was with me for the Voltron. I just had the body. That's the only one my parents could afford. Like, you can just have this one. You don't get the arms. You don't get the legs. You just get the head. Here you go, man.
I never had a complete
Yeah.
Voltron. Just had like I forgot which lion it was. But
yeah,
that's how it went.
That's it. That's how you
I
get.
think that was the whole gimmick of the thing.
Yeah, because you had to buy. They were all sold separately.
Yeah.
That's how they got you. Yep.
Wow, brought back memories, man.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, those were the toys. But like in Transformers, it would baffle me as a kid, like watching this cartoon, like Megatron. He's a big robot, right? And then he transforms into this little tiny gun.
Right? How's that happen with technology? Yeah, I thought that was so funny. And there was one that was like. There was like a guy. It was like a Walkman, where it was like a guy.
Yeah.
And then he would shoot out a little tape, and it was a robot.
Oh, Soundwave.
Yeah.
Soundwave.
Oh,
and he talks funny. I loved his voice though.
Yeah.
The evil one was Soundwave. I forgot the Autobot one.
Interesting. Yeah. I don't.
Because there were 2 of them.
Oh, really? Oh, and they were like match off or whatever.
Yeah.
Or was it? There was Starscream.
Starscream was a plane.
Oh, okay. See, I remember that name, and I remember Starscream when it was like a bird or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Starscream was. No, he was a plane.
He was a plane, and then I think in Beast Wars it came back, and he was like some sort of.
Oh, okay.
Pterodactyl or
Okay,
something
gotcha.
like that. Yeah, they reused him.
Gotcha. Starscream. Was in Beast Wars? Was he always trying to be the leader? Still?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Still, like, he suck up to Megatron and get all super
Right.
cool, always be, like, talked down, but then would try and
Trying to suck up
usurp
to
power. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Oh, the tents are still here.
The tents, oh, you know, it's funny, my kid, she's 9, and she sees, you know, she sees the tents in the underpass and all this stuff, and
Yeah.
and she's like, man, people in Chicago must really love camping. I was like,
No.
I'll let you be innocent for a little bit longer.
Right,
kid."
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, at first it was like I think it was on this side though.
Mm-hmm.
It was on the other side. It was like really bad for a while. Like it was a lot, like a whole community or something.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know, it's like I'm super lefty. I'm very like with like people need help. Like that's
Yeah.
the issue. You know, they did some study and they found that like 90% of the people that are on the street for more than 3 or 4 months and permanently long lasting have some form of physical brain damage.
Yeah.
Right? Like these are people that can't work 9 to 5. They can't put a roof on. Like they need help. That's really what it is. But obviously there's no help for them. Not here. So it's unfortunate.
Very unfortunate.
And up near where I picked you up by Howard, that was, you know, in the 80s, that was a big thing. They had a big mental health facility. Reagan,
I've heard about that.
yeah, Reagan came in and said, we're just going to shut it down. They put everybody out on the street, and they've been there. They just haven't left. That's why Howard is like that.
Really?
Yeah. It's because there was no help for the people that were there. They just kicked them out, put them on the street. And that's it.
Wow, I didn't know that. Reagan shut it down.
Yeah, that was a Reagan era program. He was I mean, people look back on it now, they try and lionize him, but if you look at it, for one, he's an actor, right?
Yeah.
He wasn't supposed to be president. He was supposed to be in charge of the government. So of course, all of his programs, he was the guy that said, here's the thing, the 5 scariest words. I'm from the government. I'm here to help 6 words. No, here to help 6 words. Yeah. That was it. He was the guy that said that. Don't trust the government. I'm like, dude, you're the government. What are you talking about, dude? And that generation of people that had him as president, that was their attitude. They just said, oh, the government's no good. Nobody's going to help you. Nothing's going to help you. We'll do it ourselves. But we're like, how? Like, that's not the society we live in. But that was the attitude. People not want to help each other.
I knew there was some mental health, but I thought it was more recent that they got rid of it and kicked everybody out on the streets.
Yeah, but yeah, that was it. That was when those policies started happening.
Really?
Yeah. And that was like global. That was like all across, or not global, but all across the United States. And that all the mental health just started dumping people out. That was it. If your insurance won't cover it, you're done.
Wow.
That was it. Do you have any kids yourself?
Was that? Oh yeah, I have one. I have a daughter.
Oh, nice. How old's your daughter?
21.
Oh, okay. That's not a baby anymore, but still your baby, right? Yeah. My little kid, when she was 2, and I would call her my baby, she'd say, "I'm not baby, I little girl." And I'm like, "No, you're always my baby, kid. Sorry, that's just how it's gonna go." Yeah. What kind of stuff was she into when she was growing up? Then, do you remember?
You mean like cartoon stuff?
Yeah, toys, whatever.
Yeah, like Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, okay.
Powerpuff Girls. What else? She was just, I don't know. I know she liked Powerpuff Girls.
Oh yeah, they were great, and they're a good example. I remember those cartoons, Mojo Jojo, that little monkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are fun. Good music, fun show. So that's a good example, I'd say.
She got a little older. It was Hannah Montana.
Oh, Hannah, that's Miley Cyrus,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Oh man, that's fun. Yeah, see, I missed that whole generation. I was, you know, in my 20s too. I was too cool for it, so I didn't catch it. But yeah, she blew up. Oh, that's great. Yeah, Disney was big. They had Hannah Montana, and they had a couple other shows like Sweet Life or something like that. The kids, the twins, lived in a hotel, and I was like, okay, I can't watch this. I don't know. That doesn't make no sense to me. All right. Yeah. Did she stay in Chicago, or is she?
Yeah.
Nice.
She stays with her mom right now. Like I remember when she got my older, she got mad at me because Jonas Brothers were in town. Just like giving me tickets. Like, dude, I can't afford those tickets right now.
Yeah,
dude.
no way.
It's like how what's that, Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift, yeah, she's in town right now. Yeah,
it's just like how those tickets are ridiculous.
No way. Yeah, $3,000, $4,000.
Yeah.
No way. Yeah. Yeah, they're
They were
crazy.
selling the tickets for $8,000
Yeah.
or somebody.
Oh.
I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah, and that's Ticketmaster. They buy them all, then they resell them. Just jack the price up, dude. It's nuts, man. It's awful. They can't do anything about it. Nobody's done anything about it right now, so that's where it's at.
Some people are trying to sue them, but
Yeah.
what can you do?
And the artists are trying to sue them too, yeah, because it's like you just shouldn't be allowed to do that. See, I have that same mentality, but also with houses. Like, corporations shouldn't be allowed to buy houses and turn them into Airbnbs and jack the price up so nobody else can buy a house. Like, to me, it just makes sense. Corporations shouldn't be able to do it, but here they are. Because corporations pay the guys that make the laws, so the law says it's fine. Yeah. Ooh, looks like there's a bad accident over here.
There's always something going on.
That one does not look clean. Made it out all right. That looks bad.
You got anything planned for today?
You know, I just do this. Yeah, I'm planning on doing this all day, and then we'll see what happens from there. Yeah. Yeah. Yesterday I have a 9 to 5, and so my 9 to 5 we did a golf outing way out in the burbs. It's like past medieval times, like way out there. It's like an hour and 20 from here.
Okay.
So I got a ton of sun. I got a sunburn going already. So I'm like, all right, cool. Maybe I'll stay inside today.
I was slaving a hot kitchen all day with no windows.
Oh,
I like I'll go out like when there's time.
Sure.
For a couple of minutes and here and there and have a smoke break or something.
Sure. Yeah, this Old Town here, I mean, it's great. It's one of my favorite places in Chicago, just because I'm a comedian, so I like all the
you're a comedian?
comedy clubs. Yeah. So I do stand up, and there's just cool comedy clubs. I'm always seeing local acts, people that are getting their names out there. So I love that kind of stuff. Yeah, here you've got the Second City, you've got Laugh Factory, and you've got like Zanies. Yep. All the old school, all the good ones, man. Yeah, really great venues over here.
I remember a Second City called Fire, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah. When remodeled it was closed for a while.
Oh, I didn't know. When was that?
That was like, I don't know, 7 years ago, maybe.
I just missed it, right? Because I missed my time, because I moved here in 2018. I'm from California. So that was, I moved here 5 years ago.
There were like a lot of stuff were damaged there.
Wow.
A lot of historic stuff.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm surprised. Yeah, I didn't even hear about it. I'm surprised I didn't hear about it.
It was a big fire. It was from I think it was from a restaurant in there.
Yeah, they had a little restaurant.
Some restaurant called Fire, and it just, oh my God. I remember that. It was such a big deal.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
How do you like stand-up?
I'll tell you, I really love it. I quit doing it. I didn't quit doing it, but when COVID happened, so I moved here in 2018. Took about a year to get acclimated, and then I started doing comedy around 2019, and then COVID happened, and I was like, oh, I don't want to do it anymore. One of the things that I started doing back then also is I started doing a YouTube show called Getting in Cars with Strangers, where I interview people while I drive them around. Like, this is my passion, just to talk to people. Yeah, while I drive.
I've probably seen you.
This is a microphone right here. So,
really?
Yeah. This is what I do. I just have the conversations with people. I blur out the faces. Nobody knows who anybody is. I don't have any stuff online yet, because I started in 2019 December. I recorded all the way until March 2020, and then Lori said, Chicago shut down. Nobody's doing anything. No, don't leave your house. So, because I have a daughter, she was 5 at the time. I didn't want to get COVID and give it to her, so I was like, okay, I'm not going to drive, I'm not going to do comedy, I'm not going to risk it, I'm just going to sit in my house alone for 3 years. And she ended up giving me COVID 4 times.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I started in February. I was like, I'm just going to get back at it again. I don't want to wait any longer. So I just started driving. Like, this is a new microphone, kind of testing it out, testing the equipment, seeing if it works. learning how to edit the video and all that stuff again. So
Okay.
like I'm just getting back to it. But this is what I love. Like this is like a pastime to me.
Cool. You have my permission.
Oh, cool, awesome.
Hey,
I appreciate
what is
that.
the channel called? Is it still up?
It is. The channel is up. It's a bunch of numbers. Are you on Instagram or anything like that?
Yeah.
Okay. So I have an Instagram that there's nothing on it yet, but there's going to be. If you want to add me on that, it's Getting in Cars W Strangers. Getting Cars with Strangers. So
Okay.
W. And there's like I think maybe 4 people on there right now.
Okay.
But once I start putting stuff up, I'm gonna start promoting it on there, and you'll get the links. And I'll put the link to the YouTube
Okay.
channel because you have to have 100 subscribers before you can have a custom name on YouTube.
Okay.
So right now it's just like I'd be like YouTube/938229340. I don't know the numbers. So.
What is it? Getting in Cars?
W Strangers.
Okay. Got it.
Cool. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna start like I'm editing stuff as soon as I get the figure out how to get it from this thing makes these huge video files. YouTube won't take them. So I have to edit them down, make them smaller, change the frame rate, and
Right.
have them not look bad, and then get them up. So, and I don't know how to
Do that yet?
Yeah, I don't know how to do that. So I'm learning. As soon as I figure it out, though, I've got a ton of stuff that I've got to put up. So I'm getting there. I think my plan is by the end of June, I'm gonna do
Oh,
something.
really?
Yeah, my birthday's next week, so I'm like, quit wasting time.
Happy
Get on it.
birthday.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks. Yeah, so I'll be ready. Yeah, this part of Chicago, you feel like you're not even in a city. Like it's so quiet over here.
This is the speed.
All right. I'll be stopping by. You'll see me one of these days, man. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you. Have a great one, man.
You too. Stay safe.
You too. Thank you.